Hey everyone, so in this video I'm going over another epic weapons cache, and in this cache we actually see Carrie Ann's prepared sword, and this is a very unique weapon. We have not seen this weapon before in the game, mainly because Carrie Ann was just introduced last week. This weapon is a very defensive weapon. It has 35% defense, 35% HP, bonus defense, which isn't great, but you can always craft off of it. So you could go for like minus 50 AP when being attacked. And the fourth slot is a special slot that cannot be crafted. When being attacked, a better chance to gain elusive for 2 turns. Now, a better chance is about 35%. So about 1/3 of a time when your toon gets attacked, they will gain elusive, meaning they will not give away any AP to the enemy, nor can the enemy, when they attack your toon, who's under the influence of elusive, they still cannot gain any AP. Basically, there is no natural AP gain, it can only be unnatural. So we think of someone like Dr. Stevens, Michelle's active skill, different toons' rushes that give them AP back. There is really a multitude of different options here. This weapon does not have to go on like Carrie Ann, it could go on people's Georgia, who they just got during WOC. Imagine increasing defense and HP by 5% each, and then adding on the when being attacked a better chance to cause minus 50 AP to the enemy. This would be a great defensive weapon to run, because if your toon gets attacked, you might gain elusive. So if it's on a human shield, for example, so if we ever get a green human shield, if you end up attacking that human shield, you might lose AP, which cannot be blocked. You might also give that toon elusive, meaning you can't gain any AP off of them. And if the team isn't focused and they're forced to attack that green human shield again and again and again, unless they have ransack, or if they can remove positive effects, you could get stuck in a match. Because even if you disarm the toon, you can only disarm the 3rd slot, meaning the 4th slot, the elusive, will always come into play, or at least have a chance of always coming into play, because the 4th slot cannot be disarmed. I would definitely say that Carrie Ann's prepared sword is the highlight in this epic weapons cache. The next weapon that we see is one that we've seen before, Eugene's vengeful old man cane. Sounds very terrifying, but the weapon itself is actually pretty good. Plus 35% defense, a huge bonus to AP when taking damage, AP down, so this is what I mentioned you could craft on Carrie Ann's weapon, so a better chance to cause minus 50 AP to the enemy. And for the 4th slot, you reduce critical damage by 50%, which can be very effective because there's a lot of toons that do use crit damage in order to apply more damage. A prime example would be someone like Priya, where all of her attacks are basic attacks, meaning all her primary attacks can be critical hits, and therefore you can reduce that damage by 50%. So this weapon is actually pretty decent. Again, I could run this on my new Georgia, just because I have a new green toon and I don't have any very good defensive green weapons that I want to give her, at least no 5-star ones. The last epic weapon on the wheel is another green weapon, Hina's prepared bamboo staff. It has 30% HP, plus 15% defense, bonus defense, and the same 4th slot as the previous weapon, reduce crit damage by 50%. So this weapon is probably the weakest of the 3 weapons on this epic weapons cache for 5 stars, and it's still not bad. It's not great because I would want to change defense, so I'd upgrade it to 30% defense. I would want to change the 3rd slot, so the AP down, which is what Eugene's weapon had, and then increase the HP, for example. So for the most part, I like 2 of the 3 5-star weapons, and I also like this blocking axe. So I'm actually going to do a 5 pull, and maybe I'll get lucky, maybe I won't. I want to get at least some armory tokens because you can never have enough of those. And it just seems like I'm getting unlucky, I'm getting some different parts, I'm getting just a few armory tokens, so it definitely does feel like a wasted pull, but oh well, it happens, that's RNG for you, maybe next time I'll get lucky. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching and listening to my video.